And it's Thursday.
All right, well, we're up and running, guys. Welcome to Simon Says Bet. It's been a while. The NBA season.
Who are you people?
Yeah, I know. Who? Hi, this is John. Introduce you guys.
Josh. The other Josh is absent.
This is Jerry over here.
Yeah, Josh out here introducing his own little gambling podcast. Has anyone been invited for that show, by the way?
No.
No, man, neither have I. Have you been invited, Jerry?
I haven't been.
Yeah, well, you know what, Josh? He's not even here, too. He said, I will be there on the phone. Anyways, guys, it's NBA season started. We haven't had a chance to even remotely talk about it. We're currently, week 11 of the NFL season?
Something like that.
Yeah, something like
one
that.
sidebar, it's like, hey, App State, called that 9 months ago.
Well, true. You did call that. And
I called it a while back, too.
Yeah, you did.
I'm a homer.
You're a homer, I'm a hater.
Definitely a hater. Yeah, as some of y'all may or may not know, Mr. Clemson boy here, currently wearing a Clemson hoodie, stated that NC State will lose to the App State. No?
South Carolina.
Yeah, excuse me. South Carolina would lose to App State, and they did.
So did North Carolina.
Right. And, wait, not on top of that, but, well, then again, it was kind of weird because App State lost to Georgia Southern.
Yeah, but
second year in a row.
Georgia Southern and App State have been in the same conference for years. They both came out of the SoCon. Georgia Southern, I always call it 1AA because I don't know what the fuck they call it now. Georgia Southern was winning national titles like App State was down there.
Yeah,
They're a very good program.
They are a very good program, but
they
like
won 6 and App won 3.
App State was ranked at the time when it happened, though, which is a little stinging.
Same as last year.
Yeah. So, anyways, guys, we're gonna go ahead and jump straight into the plays for the week for the NFL because we really want to get some NBA talk here.
Well, LSU looks really good with a quarterback.
I think I left something upstairs like that.
God damn it, Josh. Well, yeah, LSU. For no reason, we'll go ahead and talk about that. LSU. Did you see the playoff rankings come out?
Well, but to get to that, though, LSU, first, they look terrifically good, going up 20 points on Alabama. And I think injured Tua with his second ankle injury on the other ankle, with the comeback they made, actually helped him more than if they had just won the game.
Oh, no. Alabama was very much, because of that comeback, very much in line to get back into the playoff.
Well, those two teams, the weird thing.
Well, LSU plays Auburn this week?
It's coming up, I think. Yes, I think that's right.
Yeah. So, I mean, those SEC...
Or Auburn still has Georgia as well. So Auburn has Georgia... No, LSU and Auburn have already played. Auburn has Georgia. And then I think LSU is more like they have Arkansas and then another bum team. And then Alabama still has to play Auburn. Georgia has to play Auburn. And then probably the SEC championship game against LSU. But the other thing is like those two quarterbacks in the LSU Alabama game are probably going to be the top two. And then if somebody likes a 6'6" quarterback from Oregon, which is ridiculous because anybody taller than 6'5" doesn't perform well as a quarterback.
Has anyone ever kind of, come out of nowhere to take the lead to be the possible number one pick in the NFL draft like the way this LSU kid has?
Burrow?
Really, like maybe Baker, but Baker he'd been around.
Baker was a 3-year starter.
Yeah,
Kyler Murray came out of nowhere.
Kyler Murray.
What about Cam?
No,
Cam. From backup to transfer, 1 year, boom. I called him the Heisman pick after week 3 that year.
Yeah, but Cam, he had the talent, and the thing is,
Joe Burrow went to Ohio State. He doesn't have talent.
Yeah, but no. What I'm saying is that Cam. The Urban Meyer at the time was the coach there.
Oh, Urban Meyer recruited him.
Yeah, but Urban Meyer. Just remember who was ahead of him at the time, and the fan base, and just kind of what was going on with Tebow at the time. Like to have a black kid leap over Tebow, I don't think the fan base and a lot of people would have been very happy with that. Even though Cam was clearly the better quarterback of the two.
Tim Tebow was accounted for like 52 touchdowns 1 year. It's not like he was a slouch.
He was no slouch, but Cam was
a trophy winner as a sophomore.
Yeah,
Cam was a better quarterback though in general. But whatever.
But was he a better college football player?
Not at that time. He went to Blinn Junior College, won a national championship undefeated, transferred to Auburn, got the starting job, and then
went undefeated and won a national championship. So like, what he did was impressive.
But it was all within 1 year.
Yeah.
Cam came out of nowhere. Oh.
He did kind of come out of nowhere, but he also was one of the top recruits out of the country to go to Florida at the time when Florida was recruiting quarterbacks left and right.
Insiders knew, but the public didn't.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, let's go ahead and just jump into these picks because, we definitely want to talk NBA because
football was nice.
Honestly, guys, we're not going to lie to y'all. We all here on Simon Says Bet I'll just be honest with you. We prefer basketball to football. Like,
it's my favorite sport. I played it. Sorry.
Yeah, and I love watching it. And I think today's current iteration of the NBA is arguably.
Let's be clear, because it's like you and I both don't do this, but so we have to do it for each other. This is an international basketball tournament winning champion that's talking about that.
It was a warm-up tournament, but I'll take it.
Hey, you won it.
We beat some NBA players.
So, yeah, no, the current iteration of the NBA, I think, is fantastic. And also, hey, guys, how about Evansville? No names, just Kentucky fans, man. And they're like, these assholes out here like, well, Lehigh and Mercer. I'm like, those teams made the tournament. You know, they were decent teams. Evansville's probably not going to make the tournament.
Who's Lehigh's best player?
CJ McCollum.
Yeah, and who is CJ McCollum right now? A top what guard in the NBA now? Top 7, top 5, maybe?
No, he's not that good.
No, absolutely not. They're 4-7. And he's the second best guard in his team.
Yeah, I mean he's really good.
He's top 10. He's top 10 guard.
No, he's not.
Yes.
Let's go.
Listen, no, let's stop. Hold that thought.
I can't.
Hold that thought, okay? Hold that thought.
He's not even top 10 in his conference.
West Conference guards are loaded.
Well, Booker's making that leap. Anyways, you know what? Anyways, guys, let's go through the picks first, and then we'll discuss NBA. So, let's go. For the first game of the week, we have
Browns.
Steelers-Browns.
In Cleveland.
Cleveland is favored by 3. The over-under is 41.5. I like Pittsburgh.
I like Pittsburgh.
Oh,
no, he completely contradicted himself from off the air a minute ago.
No. I said they have a shot, but as a gambling man, a man who has putting money on the line, I'm taking Steelers because you know what?
So this is a different gambling man from preseason when you said the Browns would beat the Steelers?
And win the division.
You know what? That Ravens team and Lamar Jackson's kind of special.
They are.
And second off, the Steelers' defense is actually really good. And
since the Minkah Fitzpatrick trade, yes.
Yeah.
Fucking Christ.
Yeah. And
Dolphins.
And on top of that, you know what? They're going up against arguably the worst coach, maybe ever. Let's see.
There's been no coach in NFL history who looks more like his name.
Has any quarterback in the same game ever thrown 2 picks to a guy with the same last name? like Ryan Fitzpatrick did to Minkah.
All right, guys.
Teammates earlier.
It's the most obscure thing I've ever seen.
Due to the fact that Matt Stafford, I don't think has been cleared, or
I believe he's out this week.
He's out. There is no line for the Dallas Cowboy Detroit game.
There can't be because Driscoll.
ESPN says Dallas -3.
Yeah, no. A lot of well, I'm looking at bookmaker.com, which is one or .eu. Bookmaker is one of the larger online book. They don't have a line.
.eu, so this is the European Union.
Dallas has to win by that game by 14. They have to.
They probably will. All right, New Orleans at Tampa Bay. New Orleans is 5.5-point favorites. I told you guys this past weekend what I think is going to happen. I think Tampa Bay wins this game and they cover.
What's
it's 5.5.
5.5, and John hates Drew Brees for some reason.
And it's over/under is 49.5.
Man, you must hate Bill Walton because he's old and tall.
Yeah,
I love Bill Walton actually. Bill Walton's a national treasure. Have you ever seen that clip of him going on about fucking
anything?
No, the French player. God, he played for the Hornets.
Tony Parker?
No. Played for the Suns too.
Batum?
No,
Batum played for Portland.
No.
The one that played for the Spurs.
Yeah, he played for the Spurs too.
How many French guys we got?
He played for everybody. He played for the Suns when they were great. He played for the Spurs and won a title. He played for the Bobcats when they were awful. He just would go from team to team. God, I know exactly who he is. A small forward guy, great passer, good shooter, plays adequate defense, great teammate.
Are you sure he's French?
Yes, 100%. Because he goes on and he starts comparing him to like a fucking symphony. It's actually quite hilarious. Oh God. Guys, we're getting off.
I actually saw him at the original Pancake House, chowing down. This is during his fat time.
We're getting off topic here, but you got to watch.
Oh, he was fat? Was he a center? He was small forward. Okay.
He's a power forward. Damn it. Hold on.
The only one I can think of to play for the Bobcats and the Suns, I think, is Alexei Ajinka. But no, it's not him.
It's a different guy from
No. Once you see the name, you're like, oh, wait, that's duh. It's
Boris Diaw.
Diaw.
I forgot about him. Wow.
Kids, do yourself a favor. YouTube Bill Walton, Boris Diaw.
He was a 4.
He literally starts.
Not if he plays with San Antonio, because Duncan is the 4.
Sure.
He starts
sarcasm.
He starts comparing him to like a symphony and all kinds of shit. How beautiful! It's hilarious.
He's a great teammate on a good team.
Anyways, so Boris DL. I got Saints. I got the Bucks at +5.5. Who do y'all have?
I got the Saints. They come roaring back.
Winston? How many turnovers?
4. I'm calling 4. 3 picks, 1 fumble.
I'm calling.
No, I'm going to go 2 for 2.
2 for 2? All right.
I'm going to say the Saints struggles to score a touchdown continuously.
Against the Bucks?
Well, yeah,
the Bucks lose and score 30 all the time.
Yeah, because
what's the Bucks' biggest win this year?
Well,
the Panthers.
The Rams.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but
how many points did they give up in that? 40?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying that I think the Bucks
the Panthers may be better than the Rams right now.
The Bucks are actually pretty good, and also the fact the Bucks. If you look at their win differential, they're losing games by like 3 points. That's the type of shit that will turn around next year.
Why are you the Rams and trade Marcus Peters?
I don't know.
Because you could have easily paid him less than Ramsey, and there's no discernible difference between their skills.
And honestly, they could have had both.
Well, they couldn't pay for both.
They could have had both for the season, though.
Yes.
All right.
It's a lost season. There's 2 teams in your division better than you.
All right, guys.
Now they are.
Yeah. The Seahawks are good.
Yeah.
And so are the Niners.
The Niners aren't a joke. It was a close-ass game.
Yeah, but Jimmy G, he makes some boneheaded throws, man.
Well, this is going to be the question now. Is he the Trubisky? No, excuse me. Is he the Jeff Goff to where it's like he can run an offense, but if he gets pressure, can he make plays?
Mm-hmm.
Or is he the Patrick Mahomes where it's like, nope, no matter what, he can make plays?
He's definitely not Patrick Mahomes.
He's not Patrick Mahomes.
Right. What's the next game we
All right,
got?
next game we got Atlanta Falcons at Carolina Panthers. Panthers are favored 5.5. Over under is 49.5. I got the Panthers on this one.
Matt Ryan's back, right? Devontae Freeman's out though.
Devontae Freeman is out.
I'm going under.
Definitely under. But the Panthers nearly pulled it out against the Packers this past weekend in the snow. If it weren't for Samuel being in the way, I personally think the way it looked, McCaffrey did cross the plane, but we'll never know. Now will we? Actually, there are YouTube/video clips showing that he did cross the plane out there.
This is one of the things in our group we were talking about is they had the reverse angle. It's like, oh, this will show him crossing the plane because on the near side you see the offensive lineman, defensive lineman, but then Curtis Samuel is standing right in line with the camera to where you can't even see.
Well, I don't understand why soccer
First, hit somebody.
Europe soccer has it. They have technology where they can detect when the ball crosses the plane or crosses the line there. They have the tech. Just fucking do it already.
What do you want to put, like a chip in the ball? Like a little Find My iPhone thing?
I think it's in the cross line and the ball to where they can tell if it crosses.
Yeah, if it crosses, it's boom. There you go.
Touchdown.
Touchdown. Done.
Yeah, but it doesn't. I mean, the only thing that it's not going to show is the knee. You need the camera for that. See if it knee's down.
No, but if the ball crosses the plane, for plays like this.
Yeah.
Okay, I got Carolina. Who do you guys got?
Probably Carolina. With
5.5.
Freeman out. Yeah.
5.5 point favorites. Jerry?
5 is a lot because if Atlanta's defense shows up, it's going to be close. Carolina wins.
If the Panthers defense shows up,
I mean, yeah.
it could be 10-0.
I'd say it's the Panthers.
Yeah.
All right, we got Jacksonville Jaguars at Indianapolis Colts. Jacoby Brissett looks like he's going to be a go.
Foles is back too.
Foles is back. The Minshew era is over, guys.
I don't know that it is because Khan is part of the analytics guys to where you build a team around a cheap quarterback. It'll be interesting to see what happens in the offseason.
It will be.
They're keeping his value down because the season's already lost.
All right, guys. I had the Colts.
Well, he's already signed for 4 years for like nothing.
Yeah.
So they got him.
I had the Colts at -3.
Darius Leonard's back, so it's like I'm going with my guys. So
Colts.
I'm saying Colts.
All right, Denver Broncos at Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings.
10.5 is a lot.
That's a lot. And I don't.
1 o'clock game. Vikings.
Yeah, Vikings.
Yeah. Okay.
How good is Dalvin Cook?
Yeah.
He's very good.
He is on pace. He's more all-purpose yards already than LaDainian Tomlinson's MVP year at this point.
And he's only like 1 touchdown, 2 touchdowns behind.
One behind, something like that.
And
yeah.
with the year that he had 31 touchdowns.
All right, guys. We have the New York Jets at Washington Redskins.
And please, nobody watch that game. Do yourself a favor. Don't watch the game.
So it's Darnold and Haskins, right?
Yeah. Haskins finally getting the start, right?
Under.
Jamal Adams is the best player in the field, so I got to go Jets.
What's the under?
38.5.
Under.
Ooh, that's high. Under.
Yeah.
Washington Redskins are favored 1.5. Honestly, guys, I wouldn't touch that game with a stolen dick.
No, it's way harder to bet 2 bad teams.
Yeah.
It's so unpredictable.
Absolutely. So now,
There's no consistency.
following game is the Buffalo Bills -6 at the Miami Dolphins. Over under set to 41.
We know who's the hottest team in the league right now, right?
The Dolphins.
More wins in November than the Patriots.
Yep. Not gonna lie to you, I really wouldn't touch this game either. I don't trust the Bills.
Dolphins Bills. The first go around was a lot closer than it looks with after the worst onside kick in NFL history.
Ugh.
And 6-6. The Bill. I don't think the Bills score a lot, but neither do the Dolphins. So 6 is a lot of points.
Allen has been a fantasy god for me, by the way. Great pickup. Or actually, I drafted him.
Rushing yards, rushing touchdowns from a quarterback.
Thank you, that count, man. All right, next up,
I'd say the Dolphins. I would say the Dolphins on. I don't know if the Bills can travel yet.
I'm just Dolphins just on my homer status.
All right, then
they might lose, but still cover.
I'm going Bills. All right, guys. We have the Houston Texans at Baltimore Ravens. -4 for the Ravens. Over/under set to 51.5.
Over.
I like the over, and I like the Ravens. But Lamar Jackson versus Watson. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's
no J.J. Watt against Lamar Jackson. That's scary.
I'm gonna
no Jadeveon Clowney either because of the trade.
I'm gonna enjoy watching that game. It's gonna be a fun game to watch.
That's probably that's the game of the week, probably. Right?
I'll see this on Red Zone more than any other game.
That's definitely the game of the week.
Definitely the game of the week. All right. So everyone has Ravens or what?
It's weird the way the Texans lost their last game, right? Because of some weird thing. So I think that they're going to find a way, and that this is the game where the Ravens don't catch the Patriots for home field.
Yeah.
So
I'm going Texans.
I think the Texans get this one.
I like the Ravens. All right. We have Arizona Cardinals at 49ers.
Oh God.
-10 for the Niners.
Didn't they just play and the Cardinals covered?
Yeah.
Yes, like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. But it was Thursday.
It was a Thursday night game.
Doesn't count.
And I think raining.
Niners off a loss in San Francisco.
Still no Kittle, right?
Nope. I like the Cardinals.
To cover, yes.
This is a game I wouldn't.
What's the spread again?
10.5.
Yeah, I think they cover.
This is a game I don't
Late.
like. This is not a game I personally would put on and gamble on, but yeah, because I just don't trust the Niners.
No.
It's funny that like Kyler Murray, who everybody's like, he's too small, he can't do this and everything else. It's like that's not their problem. That's the problem they have is not because he can't see the people or move around and make things happen. It's just that the defense is awful and they can't. They don't have an offensive line that's good enough to just pound people into running game.
10.5 is a huge spread for a team that doesn't score a lot of points, even though they put 50 up on the Panthers.
Yeah, that's because Matt Breida broke like 5 runs.
Yeah.
And he hasn't done shit since. All right, so
he's still tired.
Yeah, he's still tired. New England Patriots at the Philadelphia Eagles. Pats are 3.5-point favorites. Over under set at 45.
New England always beats the teams they lost to in the Super Bowl in the regular season.
I like New England at 3.5.
And there's no Nick Foles to beat them. So
there's no Nick Foles.
I like the Eagles. Or I like the Pats at 3.5.
Patriots.
Also coming off a bye week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brady 2 weeks.
And a loss.
Belichick 2 weeks to scheme.
And a loss.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Next up, we have Cincinnati Bengals at the Oakland Raiders. Raiders are 10.5-point favorites.
That's the biggest spread they've ever had.
Maybe ever. I personally wouldn't gamble on this game. The over-under is set to 49. These are really crapshoot games.
49.
Guys.
I don't like that points total because I mean the Raiders could easily win that 24-10, and then that's the game.
And the Bengals can't score points. I don't like that.
They can win it. They can win it 14-0.
There is that rumor that AJ Green is day to day and he might be back, but
I saw they shut him down.
No, his day to day is like I'm not playing this day or the next day.
Yeah. They're 0-9. Why would you? Why put Miles on him?
Yeah,
he's gonna be traded.
No, they're not. They're going to keep him because the Bengals are a terribly run organization.
True. I wouldn't bet on this game, but if gun to my head, I'd probably take the Raiders.
Raiders cover. I think it's the under.
All right, Chicago Bears at Los Angeles Rams.
The opponent and under. Oh, it's the Rams? Ah!
Rams are 6.5-point favorites. The over-under set at 40.
That's terrible for a Rams game.
Think about that. If this game was last year, the over-under would have been
the Rams
set to like 49,
40.
and the Rams score 40. Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
Which it's all this talk about because Todd Gurley's hurt, but when he touches the ball, he's incredibly effective.
Explodes.
Like he averaged 6 yards a carry last week, and you gave him 12 carries.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I try to keep him healthy, I guess.
I mean, it's you can't set up the play action by only running the play action. You have to run.
What are you keeping him fresh for? The playoffs you're not going to?
Well, this has been my theory that everybody talks about, and historically we've seen that over the last 20, 30 years, and even before, is that running backs only last their 4 or 5 year period. Why are you protecting them for that second contract that, one, you might not pay them for, and two, if you don't win a Super Bowl, then it's not worth it anyway.
No.
Washington, it took them a decade to finally cash in on the Strasburg shutdown when they would have won the World Series that one year, and then they got knocked out in the first round and suffered everything until they got a priceless win. But the
you just had to throw that in.
Oh, so good. It felt so good. But Chicago, it's like, no, it's this is definitely the under because Trubisky threw 3 touchdowns against a horrible team last week. He can't repeat that. The Rams defense is good enough that they're going to crush them, and the Bears defense is good enough to not allow, and they don't run. Ooh, I don't know that it'll be the 6 points.
Khalil Mack attacking Jared Goff with a play action pass all day.
I mean, he's not going to bite the run at all.
No, there's no point. They're only going to hand it off 12 times. What are you afraid of?
With all that said, I like the Rams.
No, it's the under. I'm taking the under.
Yeah, that's the only bet I'm making.
I like the Rams, but also I wouldn't touch this game either because I just don't trust either team at this point. Next game, it's a really low line. It's the final game. It's a Monday night game. Wow.
Is that Bears-Rams game Sunday night?
Chiefs-Chargers is the low line?
Yeah. Well, no. Well, yeah, the Chiefs are only 3.5-point favorites against the Chargers, and then the over-under is set to 52. I'll take the over, and I'll take the Chiefs.
Yeah, I'll take the Chiefs, but the Chargers, they've been such a disappointment this season.
The Chargers are going to charger. I mean, I've been
saying that they've slung it pretty well against the Chiefs in the past.
They're 8-8. They got to get there somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was been saying I don't know why you guys were so high on them. I'm never high on the Chargers.
What?
I was not high on the Chargers at all.
No, I've been saying the 8-8.
Oh no, you haven't. No, the two Joshes were super high on the Chargers.
They have the roster.
They do.
They always have the roster.
They still might be.
What they go last year? 11-5.
12-4, I think.
And they won a playoff game.
And it comes back to the mean every year. Anyways, guys, who do you like? So we can get to our NBA talk. Come on.
Chiefs.
Chiefs, because they're going
in a shootout.
I think that Mahomes and the Chiefs are going to win out. I think.
Lamar,
they still have a Patriots game, or have they played the Patriots?
They already played the Pats. I thought
they're going to win out.
Then we also have, as of right now, we have a chance.
I don't think they played the Pats. They played the Packers.
Yeah, they played.
That was
Packers.
the other quarterback they played.
And there was no Mahomes for that game against Rodgers. We'll never get that Mahomes-Rodgers matchup.
Yeah, we get it December 8th in Foxborough.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the last game the Chiefs may lose in the regular season.
Yep.
All right, guys.
That makes this Baltimore Texans game huge because then the Chiefs could catch Baltimore for the second
seed and home field advantage for a game. All right, guys, go ahead and jump into NBA talk.
Yeah.
So far, you know what?
Waffles make pancakes.
It's been a great season. It's been very entertaining. The Lakers are fantastic. A lot of surprises. The Suns are pretty good.
The Celtics are 8-1.
The Celtics are 8-1, but they just lost Hayward, so we'll see
and then won.
Yeah, but it's, they've won twice, but
they beat Dallas.
I know, but Porzingis was terrible.
Tatum
was worse. Though.
1 of 18 versus 1 of 11.
Yeah, they were both terrible.
And 1 of 18, and he only shot 3 threes.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy about that game?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Wait. You want to know something that's crazy about that game? You know who's guarding Porzingis all game?
Who?
Marcus Smart.
He's so pesky.
Yeah, well, not just that, but
I think he weighs more than him.
You know, Porzingis was literally talking. I was reading up on an interview about him this past week, and he literally singled out Marcus Smart as being a type of guy who could guard him in the past. He's like, I've always had, I could have guards like that. Tiny guards guard me so well, but this is gonna be the year I get over that hump. Whoops. Guess not. But he's also still getting a feel for the game. Him and Luka aren't even completely working out just yet. And Luka is my favorite for
Luka's working out for everything.
Luka is my MVP of the year so far.
At 6-4, maybe. They're the 7th seed right now.
But he's throwing about 30, 10, 9.
I mean, yeah.
If LeBron leads the lead in assists, does he not win it?
We've seen Russell Westbrook average triple-doubles and not win it twice.
Yeah, but it just...
And one time he did it from the 6th seed. So that's the lowest an MVP's come from in forever.
I mean, it'll be interesting, but right now he's my favorite.
It depends on where the seeding goes.
Him and Giannis are probably the top.
Giannis is actually having like one of the best starts to a season in NBA history. He was the only player with like so many points, so many rebounds, and so many assists.
200, 150.
Yeah, that was
no. He's having an otherworldly season already.
And he added a 3-point shot.
And
it's better.
Karl Anthony Towns has kind of come back down to earth. He's still having a great season.
Who's third in the league in 3-point attempts or makes? Like
Towns?
over 4. Yeah, over 4.
And he missed 2 games. Yeah, it was 4 game though.
Yeah, and then Wiggins is actually having a good season. But
his past 5 games, he's been over 25 points. 140, like 1 or 2 30s.
But I mean, as of right now, last night the Rockets beat the Clippers.
Shorthanded Clippers.
True, but still, they beat them, and Harden had a really good game.
47.
Yeah, really good game. I don't know, man. This
Westbrook had a terrible game. 6 of 20.
This season's looking to go anywhere. As of right now, who you say is your biggest surprise? Siakam?
Toronto is strong. They're a strong fucking team.
They're 8-3, man. And
yeah,
that's without Lowry's hurt. So what they're doing right now is Siakam being that guy. Siakam might win Most Improved Player of the Year again, twice in a row, because he's averaging like a 28, like 9 and 6, something like that right now. He's putting up insane numbers. What's your biggest disappointment in the East? Actually, I think my biggest surprise in the East this year is the Heat.
Miami, they defend, but I think the other day they only scored 80 points against somebody.
Throwback.
Yeah, they play throwback basketball.
How about the Cavaliers, the Hawks, and the Hornets and the Nets all being 4-6 or 4-7 right now?
The biggest disappointment is the Portland Trailblazers.
Yes.
They're currently at 4-8. They're 13th in the West.
Terribly bad start.
Not very good. No. Well, actually, no. The biggest surprise right now is the fact that we're not even going to get a chance to get my Curry theory this year, which I'm very upset about.
It's only disappointing to you.
I wanted it. I wanted it so bad. I wanted the world to know.
The most disappointing thing is that John can't get his point to be potentially proven.
And yeah, that motherfucker just had to break a hand. I mean, the Warriors are clearly going to be the worst team in the league, I think, this year. Them and the Knicks. Let's see. Ja Morant.
First off, I cannot be happier that Golden State abandoned Oakland for a new arena, and they have no stars, and they're forcing all those douches to pay all that money to be in that place.
$7 million boxes. $7 million box seats. Like you paid for a box, you paid $7 million
for a year.
Yes,
and you're watching nobody,
and you don't have a single super up there.
You have to for 41 games. You have to Airbnb those fucking things to get your money back.
I kind of feel bad for D'Angelo Russell. Not gonna lie,
he's putting up numbers.
He's putting up numbers. Actually,
he's already got his contract.
He's getting exactly what he wants. Actually, he's
building the second contract for Supermax.
He really is.
I mean, he's got an outside shot to be third-team All-NBA. That'll set him up for later.
Well, for me so far, I think the biggest disappointment has been the Kings. A lot of injuries. The only guy their only person they can really throw out there right now is Buddy Hield because Fox and Bagley are hurt.
I mean, they stunk before they got hurt.
They weren't playing very well together. Everyone had them.
Luke Walton's looking bad.
They started 0-4, 0-5.
0-4, 0-5. Yeah.
With that talent though that they had to start, and
they were outside playoffs.
Yeah, everyone thought they were a dark horse playoff spot, but as of right now, that spot is going to the fucking Suns, who have started the season out 6-4.
Them and Miami are the biggest surprises from each conference.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the Suns finally have a point guard. Devin Booker.
Aaron Baines ain't bad.
Aaron Baines is pretty good, but I'm not really sure how sustainable
16-8.
Yeah, but I don't know how he's the guy who used to play 17 minutes a game.
He's the real MVP. He broke Curry's hand.
But he's also out there. He's out there playing 35 minutes a game. I don't know how long that can be sustainable.
So we've been talking about the East.
Per 36 matter or not?
Do you know who the 7th and 8th seeds in the East are right now? Cleveland and Atlanta at 4 and 6.
Oh.
That's your Eastern Conference.
Yeah, and there's only 5 good teams in the East right now.
Well, going back to Cleveland, the Cleveland thing's really interesting because Beeline took over, and he's really taking advantage.
He's doing a fantastic job
of using Tristan Thompson and Kevin Love and getting them involved. Even Sexton looks like an NBA player.
He's got 2 centers and 2 point guards in his lineup, and
he's making it work.
Yeah, I like Garland.
Garland's not. He's not playing well.
Garland's good, but Sexton is.
He's not playing well right now. Garland's not putting up good, but Sexton is actually looking like a serviceable NBA player. And if you can get him to look like a guy who actually knows how to play basketball, that's actually a pretty...
which he did not last year.
No, he did not. But no, if you actually look at the East standings currently right now, the Celtics are at 9-1, which is kind of a surprise. Another surprise, the Raptors sitting there at 8-3. The Heat are at 7-3. The Bucks 7-3. 76ers are 7-4.
And Embiid's missed 3 games.
And they were 5-0.
Yeah, the Pacers are another shock because Malcolm Brogdon is putting up.
Brogdon looks amazing.
Like a 22, 10, and 8 right now. Like
it's Brogdon and Siakam for most improved.
Yeah.
Currently so the Pacers are 7-4, and Oladipo still might come back, but they're not quite sure what's going to happen with that.
They can wait till the All-Star break for him. That's like a trade for them.
Yeah, and then
the 7th and 8th spots are so weak, you can just comfortably sit at 6 and bring them back later and try and click late.
Well, no, look, you have the Nets at 4-6 at 7. You have the Cavs at 4-6 at 8, but then you also have the Hawks at 4-6 at 9. The Hornets 4-7 at 10. The Magic at 4-7 at 11. The Bulls at 4-7 at 12, and the Pistons are 4-8.
It's going to be a hell of a fight for that 7th, 8th spot, and nobody's going to win it. It's just somebody's going to lose it.
Basically, yeah. And as of right now, the Hornets are definitely, that record does not represent how well they're actually playing. As I guys showed you earlier, they are literally 27th in point differential right now.
Sacramento's only in the 10th spot.
Yeah, but that West is, I think, will be a lot tougher. The Spurs are going to be in that. They're going to be there.
What? Finish that.
They might be in there, but also they might not be.
They're one game out. They're 9th.
It's well. Here's the thing. It's like we were talking. Golden State's obviously out of the playoffs now. Josh and I were both saying it's probably Oklahoma City, but there's a chance that Portland could be out.
Yeah, okay.
Because obviously the Lakers are in. Dallas is looking really good, and then this becomes that Phoenix, Sacramento, Minnesota slot.
I believe I recall saying in the group chat, "Are we just not talking about Minnesota?" And now 10 games in, here's Minnesota.
Yeah, 11 games in, they're 7-4, and
they're ahead of Dallas.
And Wiggins is having a really good season, and so is Karl Anthony Towns.
Karl Anthony Towns looks engaged, which has been the biggest thing.
He almost got into another fight yesterday.
Now, how I was about to say that is, he almost got into a fight with Rudy Gay. Now, is it just everyone hates Towns? Is that what's going on
what
here?
happened, man. He made a move, he spun back, and then when he stepped through, he went up like a big man goes up, and Rudy Gay was like, "Hey, man, watch those fucking elbows." And I'm like, just get out of the way, little fella. That's how a center goes up with the ball. Dude, you got a bunch of little guys slapping at the ball. You're taught from a young age to grab that shit and hold it like here. I play pickup on Tuesdays, and guys get mad at me because they say I'm throwing elbows, and I'm like, stop reaching.
The elbows only hit you if your head's leaning in.
Let me tell you something. As a center, there's no worse feeling than if a little guy takes the ball from you. In a meaningless Tuesday pickup game, if you reach, I will try and take your face off. Don't reach.
That's the first thing tall guys are taught.
Yep. It's instinct.
You bring the ball down, you're now just as tall as
this guy. When I make a move and I spin back, there's no way around it. It's coming like this. It's coming elbows out, protect the ball. And I'll tell you what, unless I hit you in the face, it's not an offensive foul.
And even in the face, it's 50-50, depending if they're leaning or not.
So let's go ahead and go through the Western Conference standings. Currently, the Lakers are sitting there at 9-2. With losses to the Clippers, and they also lost to...
Was it Toronto?
It was Toronto. Yeah, they lost to Toronto last week.
Now, the thing is, I still
that was without Lowry, too.
Yeah, I still think the Clippers are the better team in the West because they have scoring off the bench. Kuzma's back, and the Lakers are playing great defense, and they're really tall, so they're going to get a lot of rebounds. But I also I think the Clippers are very much doing the Belichick Patriots thing, is they're not putting out their best, because they still don't have Paul George. They're not putting out their best lineup yet for people to see it and see what happens and everything. Because I think their closeout lineup of Beverly, Lou Williams, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, and Harrell is nobody's going to be able to stop that in the last 5 minutes. They can defend and they can score, and they're elite defending and elite scoring. And if you try and counter either one of those things, you're going to be beating the other end because of what they can do. And even yesterday, as much as that Houston loss is a tough loss for Toronto, they now know it's like, oh, well, Beverly on Harden, he can't do anything. Mm-hmm. And that allows Kawhi Leonard and Paul George to play the other guys and not have to expend as much energy on defense, and they'll completely shut them down.
And it's not like Beverly needs an ounce of energy for offense
at all.
We don't even need you to bring the ball up, buddy.
But no, it's like he can just stand around, and Lou Williams or any of the other guys can, or any of the other people on their team, and then you can still have Landry Shamet to throw at Westbrook to just run him around and chase after him. So I think that's the thing that the Clippers are going to be doing most of the season, is just going to see, well, let's see how this works.
What works?
Yeah.
I mean, the best way to play Harden is going to be have the guy a step off Westbrook ready to help, and you know what? Close out a little slow so he fucking shoots it.
Yeah, yeah.
6 of 20 last night.
So yeah, we have the Rockets at 8-3. It would appear that whole experiment's working. Westbrook's not playing well, but he's playing efficient basketball for the first time in his career.
6 for 20.
Compared to what he was putting up last year, he's been playing much more efficient in basketball. He's turning over the ball less, and he's actually
because he doesn't have it.
Exactly. He's playing more efficient basketball.
His per 36 is probably the same.
Yeah.
He's putting up better numbers efficiently because of the situation he's in. Who knows? Maybe he can actually learn to play a smarter game of basketball anyway.
He had the worst plus-minus for the Rockets in 46 years against the Heat.
Listen.
What is this more efficient basketball we're discussing?
He's not holding onto the ball the way he used to. Anyways, the Jazz are 8-3, which
a perfectly constructed basketball team.
100% top to bottom.
They're the number one defense right now, right?
Yeah.
The Stifle Tower. Conley's picked it up a little bit.
Yes, and that's what's helped them jump.
Well, Conley, he didn't start out very well.
He started out terrible. His first game, he was 1 for 16.
Yeah, it was awful.
It was Jason Tatum-esque.
Now, one team who everyone's kind of been bothered about has been the Nuggets at 7-3 because everyone's very disappointed that Jokic just came in like a fat slob. He's going to play himself
Which is weird because he was playing already.
Yeah.
He was playing.
Yeah, so like everyone's like...
That's how he comes in.
Yeah.
He gets in better shape because he plays at altitude in Denver.
Yeah, he's got that oxidized blood. And then we have the Clippers at 7-4.
Nuggets with their lottery pick, Porter.
Yeah, he
just cracked the rotation the other day, I think. He only got like 9 minutes, though.
But he's actually... The fact he's cracking any rotation and putting in minutes with that team alone, he's a luxury item at this point with that squad.
Huge benefit.
Yeah, right. The Clippers are 7-4, but you know the story there. Paul George isn't back. He was supposed to come back last night. He might come back, I think, by sometime this week. But they're probably going to load manage him to death. And
how about Anthony Davis getting load management before LeBron James last night?
I think LeBron's gonna play.
I think LeBron
75+ games this year.
I think LeBron plays 82 games. He plays 82 games. He averages probably 30, 12, and 10.
Well, his new playing style is going to be a lot easier on his body.
Well, yeah.
Leading the league in assists.
Yeah, 11 a game. And number 2, you know who number 2 is right now? Doncic.
Really?
Yep, at 10. Because Doncic is he's a European LeBron. Anyways.
By European, do you mean less athletic?
I didn't say that.
He's shooting way better than LeBron right now. LeBron's only about 30%.
After that very good Lakers-Mavs game, LeBron comes up to him, and I was saying, Josh, did you see what he said to him? So I saw a compliment. He said, LeBron went up to him and said, "You're a bad motherfucker." He said that to Doncic. "You're a bad motherfucker."
He's so easily the most entertaining guy to watch in the league right now.
Clorox LeBron.
Yeah. Easily, his passing. But, damn it. The state of which he is in already for year 2 in the NBA, playing the way he's playing, he's clearly a basketball savant. That kid is special, and I love watching him play. I try to catch as many Maverick games.
He kicked Marcus Smart in the dick the other day. That was funny.
I'm pretty sure Marcus Smart's had it coming.
He apologized to him. I'm sorry. He was just trying to score, but he Draymonded him a little bit.
All right, so then the biggest surprise of the year for me is the Suns at 6-4. Devin Booker is putting up great numbers. He's not holding onto the ball less now per game.
Ricky Rubio is a godsend for him.
Yes, he is, and Ayton's still out, and he might come back.
How happy are the Suns they got Rubio instead of Rozier? Because that's who they were looking at first. Oh my God! Oh, you can't talk about it, but
Rubio is a great pickup for the Suns.
Rozier, I don't even want to talk about Rozier. He's barely cracking the lineup for the Hornets.
He shouldn't be starting.
He shouldn't.
He's a backup point guard who now makes starter money. Devontae Graham is better.
Talk about surprise of the year.
Good one.
Yeah, Devontae Graham has been great.
I'm not going to put my surprise of the year on a 4-16 though.
Well, true, but still,
that's I believe 27th in point differential.
Yeah, I'm the one who brought that up. The Suns currently sitting at 5-6 at 9. Yeah, I don't know.
Minnesota might be the surprise of the year if they keep it up.
I keep telling you guys, the Spurs, the inability to shoot threes and playing an OG style basketball is definitely going to hurt them.
They only shot threes for 2 years. They won a title in one of those years.
But the NBA's changed rapidly since then.
They won 67 games the next year with not shooting threes. Okay, so have you seen this ridiculous trade thing with the Spurs and the Celtics? This is the most ridiculous. Somebody had to find all the drugs, mix them together, make them into something, smoke them, and inject them, because it had DeMar DeRozan and DeMarcus Aldridge, LaMarcus Aldridge going to Boston for Jaylen Brown and Gordon Hayward at the time, which one, Brad Stevens isn't trading him, and the Memphis unprotected draft pick, and something else. It's like, I get why the Spurs would do this, but that's the dumbest thing possible for Boston, unless they're like, we're going to let both of those guys walk so we have the money for Tatum. But they already signed Brown, and I mean, they only got 2 guys right now that are Kemba and Hayward are both over 30. Next year, Brown's kicks into the 17 or 18. The year after that, Tatum's will. But since they're own players, they can go over. But it's like, why would you do that? And Marcus Smart, Jaylen Brown, Hayward, and a draft pick for Aldridge and DeRozan. Why would you do that if you're Boston?
I don't know. That's terrible. I saw Orlando was interested in trading for DeRozan.
Trying to make up for that 1997 draft. I mean, I'm not really sure what's happening there.
I mean, is that as bad as the Houston trade where they want to get Kevin Love and ship out Clint Capella, who had 20 rebounds, not last game, but the game before?
And last night.
He had 20 rebounds again?
Yeah.
No, all right.
Yeah, but I think Kevin Love is currently like what? I think he's averaging like 13 boards a game right now.
He's averaging 14 rebounds a game, but defense.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, he's not a defender.
He's not a defender.
You already given up 140 points to the Wizards.
And he doesn't run the pick and roll like Capella.
There's no role.
Shockingly, he should be. You would think he could. Anyway, so you got the Spurs out right now at 9, at 5 and 6.
They must be banking on the friendship between Westbrook and Love because they played together at UCLA.
True. As of right now, we have the Kings at 4 and 6 at 10. The Thunder at 4 and 7.
That's where they'll be.
They're going to stay
They'll
there.
just be there.
The Grizzlies, Blazers, and Pelicans and Warriors are the last 4 teams. Warriors, they're going to end up probably getting the number 1 pick this year because that's just how the universe works. They're a loaded team. It's
New Orleans. That's who lost the superstar. New Orleans is getting the number 1 pick again. They'll get it twice. It's like Cleveland got it 3 times in 4 years.
Who's their Claxton? Is that the Jackson? I can't remember. The Texas center that they
Jackson.
He's pretty good. He's pretty good. God, if they get the thing is New Orleans doesn't even need the number 1 pick because the number 1 pick is probably going to be Wiseman because 7-foot guy. If they get 2, 3, 4, or 5, they're getting their wing point guard guy because there's going to be 2 or 3 point guards.
They're getting another ball.
No, they're not getting him.
Be a circus. Cole Anthony.
They want to. They'll do. I mean, first off, it doesn't matter how good he is. This is the whole reason Kaepernick's not in the NFL. They don't want to deal with all the non-basketball stuff. So I mean, if you're 2, 3, or 4, and you're like, here's the 3 of us, and we're the same, whatever on the board. The 2 that aren't ball are being picked first because they just don't want to deal with all the rest of it.
You imagine they draft LaMelo and then the Ball brothers make them put LiAngelo on the summer league team in the circus.
LiAngelo is.
You don't got it.
And also you don't want to be associated with him because China will just not show those allow you to sell anything in China. But I think, no, if New Orleans picks second and Wiseman goes first and they have Cole Anthony, they won the lottery. It's like when, way back in the past, when the team that didn't get the Shaquille O'Neal one, but they ended up with the center anyway. So, I mean, it's just as good.
Wait, what was in that draft? Yeah, anyway, so, all right, guys, early season MVPs. Go ahead. I got Luka.
I got LeBron. They're in first.
Leading in assists.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
after air quotes injury,
he's fine. I got Luka, Giannis in second. I think I got LeBron in third.
LeBron, Giannis, Luka.
Yeah, so it's 3.
Yeah, it's no really any order. Most improved.
James Harden averaging 37. No love.
No love.
Not for me. Not ever.
I love James Harden. I love him. All right, most improved player you think right now?
Brogdon
and Siakam.
Brogdon because he's winning without Oladipo. That's big.
That's
very
huge.
big.
And he looks. It's God. If they had kept him instead of Middleton, they'd probably be much better.
Fuck Eric Bledsoe.
Well, that's yeah. But they're stuck with his contract.
Yeah,
that's
I know. But God, it looks dumb right now.
Yeah, they're trade away. I think.
Well, I mean, the thing with Milwaukee is like you because of their location, and this is the whole big market, small market, which is dumb because they're owned by a billionaire. But they had to pay to keep players, so other people will know to go there.
So Siakam, Brogdon, and who else? I mean, that's about it, really.
It'll be Brogdon because he went from a backup to a starter, and he's averaging over 20. He's going to do the 40, 50, 90 again. He's ridiculous.
Rookie of the year.
Ja.
Waffles isn't going to make his 50-plus games.
No, we don't know yet. Do you think Ja?
They're so bad. He may get Ben Simmons.
I don't know about that. No, he's gonna have to play.
They're gonna have to at least.
He
tore his meniscus.
Yeah, but that's actually an 8-week recovery time.
If you shave some of it off, which is the dumb way to let it heal, which is what they did to Dwayne Wade, which is why his career was shorter. If you let it heal, there's another way you can let it heal. It's a much longer injury, but if your team sucks, that's what you should have did.
He's not going to get shut down, but
there's no reason for them to win now, especially if they could end up with Cole Anthony or the other point guards or anything like that.
Hampton.
Hampton. If they can end up with somebody like that, there's no reason to rush because you're still in the West. You're not winning. And there's no point to go into the number 8 seed and get shellacked by the Lakers or the Clippers or the Nuggets or whatever. Especially adding more wear and tear on that. Now, I mean, you want him to play or at least do something to where he's in shape. And
I was about to say you want him to stay in shape.
Yes, you don't want him ballooning over 300 pounds. But there's no reason to win. The interesting thing was Rookie of the Year. R.J. Barrett is just going to get a lot of noise because he's on the Knicks, but the Knicks are god awful.
They're terrible.
The Grizzlies are 4-7. They're not terrible.
No, but they're performing better than expected.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Dark horses are none in Hero though. Those boys are balling out.
Well, the difficulty they have is that they're on the same team, so they'll split the vote.
It'd be like LeBron for the MVP that he won't get that he deserves.
And but I think it's going to be Ja Morant because they're going if you watch him play,
it's fantastic.
Oh, I mean. He is terrifically impressive.
Did you guys see what Kobe White did last night?
Oh, he's an outside. He should be starting.
If he was starting, he'd be a front runner.
You see what he did last night though?
No.
7 fourth quarter threes. Set a rookie record.
Good.
Was it 20 points? Yeah. 20 more than 20.
Yeah, they're starting Saturansky. I said that before the season. That makes no goddamn sense.
Well, and the best part about White is that he can play the point guard and the 2 guard. Especially, I mean, look at the way he's lighting it up.
He's taller with that hair.
He's so much fun to watch.
Yeah, he really was actually a lot of fun to watch when I went to that game. He's gonna be. When I saw him play at Carolina, he was definitely special. But
he's the only guy on the court that stood out to me.
If he did not panic in the ACC tournament when he had the ball with 3 seconds to go and passed the ball,
they could have won.
If he went to the hoop, they would have won.
Yeah. But yeah, let's see what else.
Thinking about Cam Trashes.
Huh?
Cam Trashes.
Reddish.
Who I have been just saying this since college is just the guy can't play. He can't shoot.
It's kind of weird.
He can't score. What's his field goal percentage right now? Probably like 27.
It's bad.
Every game it's like 2 for 9, 1 for 10.
I gotta look it up. I haven't really been following him much. That team hasn't really quite been the same since they lost Trey. But
Trey just had 40 the other day.
Grant Williams is playing pretty well with Boston, but he's just a rotation.
Carson Edwards
is playing.
That kid looks like the next Van Fleet.
He's a solid guy. Defends and does all the things.
Shoots the hell out the ball.
And this is the thing. I don't know if you're Boston. I don't know why you're so enamored with somebody else because all of the pieces that you have that are young, you just want to keep them.
Mm-hmm.
Because Robert Williams from last year, the Texas A&M guy, he's now playing again, blocking shots, rebounds, finishes at the basket. Grant Williams is a smart defender guy. He's typical
Tennessee, right?
Yeah, he's a typical Celtics bench forward. He comes off and does a little bit of everything.
Cam Reddish is currently shooting 25%, and he's shooting 19% from 3.
Ooh.
Yeah, not good. Not good at all.
Culver? Where's Culver? Where did he go?
I'm not sure.
Is he playing?
That's the thing. Hunter's doing all right. I mean, Atlanta was surprising some people, but I mean, they lost Collins for legitimate drug use. He was trying the human steroids, I think.
He got DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trae Young's averaging a 28, 8 and 4.
Yeah, he just had 42 the other night, or last night maybe.
Yeah, he's.
That's more impressive now without Collins.
Yeah, they're definitely missing Collins, and
he just pulls up from 35.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, we'll defend him. Well, not when he's further back.
Yeah, you can just launch those threes from anywhere. But yeah, let's see. Most improved, MVP, Rookie of the Year.
He shot one from so far the other day that he didn't stop and shoot it. He had to shoot it while going forward to get it there. He was.
Kobe White could not be the Rookie of the Year, but he may be the 6th man.
You're right. He could.
If he doesn't start for Chicago, I mean, it's Lou Williams to lose, but it's Kobe White's looking tremendous.
Well, Harrell's there too, so that hurts him.
Well, he won it last year.
Yeah, but Lou Williams.
No, not last year, but.
Can Lou Williams really be a sixth man when he's going to be on the close out roster basically.
Manu Ginobili says so. Lamar Odom says so.
It's starting or not starting.
Yeah, it's so dumb. Should be minutes played. That's what they should do with a sixth man at this point. Change it up
no, you just want a per 36 award. That's all you want.
Maybe.
The Boban.
Hassan Whiteside's fucking great at it too.
Oh, let me.
Yeah, I'll get you 19 boards in 24 minutes.
He's amazing with that. He was born at the wrong time.
Bam Adebayo's playing pretty good.
And that's the whole
most
thing
improved
that
guy,
Orlando's working.
Actually, another rookie, PJ Washington, is actually, as begrudgingly, I have to say. I know. Are you allowed to talk about him at all? Yeah. PJ's actually been playing pretty well. Year over year, he's improving everything. So, like from his freshman year to his sophomore year to his jump into the NBA, he's actually playing pretty well. So, that'd be fun to watch. He'll be a good rotation guy. He's not going to be.
Derrick Rose was fantastic before he got hurt. You can't talk about him either.
Wait, what?
They play the Pistons next.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, he's hurt.
Yeah.
He's not playing.
But he was playing fantastic before he got hurt.
Oh, yeah. Griffin's not playing either.
He was supposed to only miss 5 games.
Griffin's back.
Is he back? I thought he was missing this next game.
Unless he got hurt again.
I think he's out, but let's see. Pretty sure he's out.
Yeah, I don't think he's played yet. Andre Drummond is going for the rebounding title. He's got like 18 a game.
Yeah. He put up like a 22 and 20 the other day.
Something like that.
He's ballpark 2020.
Yeah, like
which the last time that happened was like 35 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
No, Blake is playing. Huh. No, wait. He didn't play against Miami. He played against Minnesota, didn't play against Miami. I guess load management, I'm not sure.
Home games, maybe?
Yeah.
Not sure, but he's only 30. It's crazy what's gone on with him. He's actually become a more complete player since he's gone to Detroit. Mm-hmm. No one gives him any love.
You mean since Chris Paul was traded away?
Good point. Anything else you guys want to talk about for the NBA?
No, I think we covered most of it, top to bottom.
Yeah, top to bottom. It's going to be an interesting season. Watch out for the Suns. And
I don't think the Clippers care about home court.
Do you still think there's 12 title contenders?
As of right now, let's take one last look at the standings.
Was that the number he had?
Yes.
12?
Let's take a look at the standings right quick.
Nearly half the league.
Let me take a look at the standings right quick, and I'll give you a better idea as of right now where we stand.
Well, one was Portland, so no.
Well, Portland, they have injuries, and they can definitely get better, obviously. And that Simons kid's pretty good. They got 3 legit
title
guards
contender.
Nurkic is not back, and the problem they have is they're going to be maybe a 6-7 seed. And
I mean, as of right now, you have look, as I predicted. Look, you have the Celtics, Raptors, Heat, Bucks, Sixers, and Pacers are all.
The Raptors are a title contender.
They have a shot. They're good. They're 8-3, and Siakam is that good.
I mean, if they win the East.
Defensively, that team is still fantastic, even without Kawhi. And then in the West, you have 1 through 6. 1 through,
No.
1 through 5. It's 11 teams. 11 teams.
The Mavericks are 6th.
The thing in the West is
the Timberwolves are 6.
The 6 and 7 seeds can't win it, no matter who they are, because they have to play probably both the Clippers and the Lakers, or the Nuggets and the Lakers, or the Clippers,
the
whatever.
Rockets or the Jazz.
As in the first round. In the second round, then you have to go through 2 of the Clippers, Lakers, Nuggets, and so I mean nobody's being able to do that.
Yeah, but as of right now, if you look at the West, you got the Lakers, Rockets, Jazz, Nuggets, and Clippers, who are all legitimate title contenders right now. Honestly, they are. They all have shots. Everyone thinks they do. And then on the East, you have the Celtics, Raptors. I don't know about the Heat, but they're playing pretty well. The Bucks, Sixers, and Pacers. That's at least 10 teams. If we were to eliminate the Heat and eliminate,
Did you say the Pacers?
Yeah, the Pacers have a shot. If they get Oladipo back, they have a legitimate shot. A lot of people think so. In the East, to make it to the finals in the East. Just saying.
It's still the Sixers, the Bucks, but I'm putting Boston in.
You have
preseason. I did not.
You have 10 teams that can legitimately make the finals this year. I think still at this point.
Yeah. It's a weird thing to say that it's like could. It's like, yeah, they could, but it's 3 teams in the East. It's Boston, Philadelphia, and Milwaukee. If it's anybody other than that, it's a complete surprise.
Yeah, but I don't know.
And again, Boston is an addition because I didn't think that they were there before. I thought there was a decided difference.
I was about to say I don't even know if Boston's still legit or not. There's still a lot of basketball to play.
But here,
Hayward's out.
But Boston and the Clippers have a decided advantage over all the other teams because their second teams can score and they can play defense. And at times, it's at the closeout lineups might be 2 or 3 bench guys. in those lineups. And here's the thing with the Clippers. I don't think the Clippers care where they are. They just want to be higher. They don't want to be 6 or 7. Because I don't think they care where they are, because home court doesn't matter for them, because if they play the Lakers, there's going to be just as many Lakers fans in that building as there are Clippers fans.
There'll be more Lakers fans.
I mean, it was like that on opening night, but I don't think they care, and because they know they're going to win, because their second team is just going to wipe the floor with the Lakers, and the Lakers are benefiting, and this is the problem. The Lakers are benefiting because of the great play of JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard that have all bought in. And for those two guys to last 100+ games,
an entire season bought in, that's dubious at best. It's not. It's very highly unlikely.
They'll be bought in. It's just if they're healthy,
or just make the right mental decisions.
But no,
because again, it's a perfect match. They had 34 points and almost 20 rebounds between them last night, and that's the matchup you want from a center, and that's great because neither one of them has to play a lot of minutes. But they won't get.
It helps with Davis not being there.
It does, but that's the thing.
That's 13 of your rebounds,
and also that's their focus too, because they know they're more involved in the offense. I think Dwight Howard actually has realized that it's like, if I just stand back here and block shots, which is all I want to do on defense anyway.
Yeah,
and that's all they want him to do. That'll work.
Take a space and block shots.
Yeah. Find that goob, stand near him, and then come help.
Oh, the best. Did you see John Morant just fly by Cody Zeller? Is that who it was the last game? That behind the back move. Even the announcer said, Nick Wright was like, anytime you see Cody Zeller 20 feet from the basket, just grab your popcorn.
Actually, Cody Zeller's had somewhat of a resurgence. He's putting up fairly good numbers.
It's not a resurgence if you never surged in the first place.
Okay, how about a surgence?
There you go.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, anything else you guys want to maybe speak out on?
Well, this is why I think Philadelphia, Milwaukee, and the Lakers and Denver have the best starting lineups, and that's what will carry them to have an excellent chance of getting conference finals. But I just don't think that they get, now if they're playing each other, if the Lakers are playing the Sixers, there's no weakness in the benches because both of them are bad.
If the Lakers get Iguodala, that's going to help a lot.
But Memphis doesn't want to let him go.
They'll do it.
They want him to be around to help the young guys.
He's not even there.
No, he's not. But now it becomes a petty situation. It's like, no, and this is the
buyout market always hits later.
It does, and that's the thing. It's like it'll happen, but it won't be until probably after the trade deadline or something, because they don't have it. The Lakers don't have anything to offer. But now if it's just the starting lineups, I think the Sixers and the Lakers, if they're playing an equally lack of depth defense, those are the two best teams. But outside of that,
the big teams that don't shoot,
and the teams that don't have anybody on the bench that can do anything, because that's where the Lakers with Kuzma's back, it helps them somewhat because either Danny Green or him's coming off the bench.
I like Caruso the more he plays.
He's found a role, and he's the energy guy. And
get in there and get a dunk.
And he also knows that everybody who defends him, no matter how many highlights they see of him, don't think he's as athletic as he is. So he gets that first step, and then he just goes strong to the hoop, which is all you have to do.
I've never seen a balding white guy explode like that.
I saw him get a dunk last night. It was hilarious. All right, guys. Anything else? We good?
Bukake Josh signing off. Your resident expert on load management.
Jerry.
Clippers. I think the Clippers are going to win. God, the Trailblazers.
Guys, this season's young.
They're the reverse Ravens.
Yeah. The Blazers will be fine. They have injuries. They'll be fine.
See.
When it's all said and done. Whiteside might not be a good fit there, actually. But anyways.
No, he's fine.
What the fuck? Points and rebounds count. He gets both.
It actually helps because which is the one I can never Vujicic, Nurkic, and Jokic. Nurkic.
Nurkic is the one that's hurt.
When his skill set allows him to play a little further away, so they could play both of them and then have a taller.
Yeah, just Nurkic just doesn't defend.
Well, I mean that helps because if you're a big guy driving by him, you're not gonna see Whiteside be happy about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they've also been missing Zach Collins for a while too. The last 3 games, we'll see. Anyways, guys, this has been Simon Says Bet. Take the Ravens tonight or this week. Trust me,
Steelers.
All right, bye.
Pittsburgh Browns going down.